First day of the year that I got Starbucks. See, this is where the part would be, if I had an intro, out of the intro there so I can cut to the story without having to transition like this. It's the kinds of things like that. Like, I every once in a while, it's like, I want to think of something, I want to say something in the beginning, but it's like, I don't know how to transition that to the story. So I'm not gonna say it. The amount of episodes that would have happened is kind of a lot, and it's kind of amazing how many there were, but whatever, maybe next time. I also realized that Joy is cut out of the frame. There we go, all better now. Also, if you see a little bit of like droplets on my glasses, it's so I can see through them better, because it's like if I just wipe them off, then it'll be like all the white marks and you know, people with glasses, they understand. Also, there's a little bit of thing on the camera. Do that as a precaution before school, every year before the vlogs, every day, or really anytime I film. Maybe. Anyway, back to school. This morning I got up, I was on my iPad trying to get some things working for school, but I couldn't figure out how to download the Meraki program, which is a program that we use like so the teachers can buy apps and like send them mass buy them like for school, like pages and stuff, so they can send them out. The only problem is that I can't figure out how to do it because one of the options that they said to do in general settings is not there in general settings. So maybe I'll ask a teacher soon. I have to do that soon so they can actually push out the apps that I need, but most of them are free anyway, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem. And I have a $10 gift card for iTunes. But the only problem with that is that every time I try to buy something, it won't let me because I need like to answer a security question, and to answer the security question, I need to know the answer to the security question. School. Enough of this before school junk. This morning, the first class that we had was creative writing. I was reading Soul Surfer so I can finish it before the thing that's due on Monday. Today in creative writing, it was just more so a rules day, and it was like, which is pretty much what the general thing today was. It was just rules. They were like, here are the rules for this class, here are the rules for this class. I am a new teacher here, so here are the rules for me. Glad to get to know you. Here, play a little game, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, in creative writing, we had a journal, and we had to write down, we had to like finish the thing, which I will explain when we actually finish the thing. We worked on the first half today, and I assume we're gonna finish tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. I really like how you can use different colored pens though, because she says that it's creative writing, so we can use whatever we want to be creative. So that'll be fun, because I have a lot of pens this year, because we actually went school supply shopping this year. So that was nice. That was an adventure, because I went out during tax-free weekend. Isn't the best idea, because everyone goes out during tax-free weekend. It's basically Black Friday all weekend. So, yeah. Anyway, after creative writing, I went to Bible, and that was like not even a minute away from that class. Like, you could literally see the door from inside the class, like if you're just sitting down. If the door's open, you could probably look into the other class and just see them, you know? Like, I don't really know how else to explain it. It's really close, so I went in there, and then he was kind of teaching the rules. He said that he's not going to be too strict, or not too strict. He's not going to be too hard on us, which I guess is the same thing. The class is going to be too hard. But I'm not good at talking. This is why these vlogs are kind of amazing to me. The fact that I can just edit out any blank spaces without even like sounding off like I paused earlier. Anyway, sometimes in these vlogs I like completely lose my train of thought and I just sit here for like 10 seconds and I edit all that out. So you guys don't have to know about those, but I just told you about them, so. Oh no, my secret is out. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do another clickbait thumbnail today. I'm gonna be normal. Speaking of which, I know I'm getting off topic a lot today, but yesterday's vlog is 98 views as of now, which is insane to me because my vlogs don't get like that many views that fast, if even that many views. Like my Europe vlogs, which are the ones that I assumed would get the most views, just because it's like it's a smaller series. The names were short. It was travel vlog, which I guess people are generally more interested in, but no, that one just, you know, got to almost 100 in a day. It hasn't even been 24 hours since I posted it, so that's just insane to me. Thank you all so much for watching it and supporting it, because this series is like what I do. This is like, I look forward to school just so I can do these vlogs because I find them so much fun. And when I'm at school, I just like think about, what am I going to say? Like, I put a lot of time and effort into these vlogs, and I hope it shows, and I hope that you can see the progression of them, because I want there to be noticeable growth. Anyway, after that I went to Bible. Today in Bible it was just more so a rules day. Then he kind of just explained a few things, and like not even rules, just about the class. And we only had 10 students in that class. It was a very small class. He's not being as hard on us just because the class is so small, and that he said it'd be easier for him to keep track of us. Like, I don't think we're having assigned seats just because he goes, I can find you all. There's only 10, 11, I don't know. Guess what rule they changed? The one I ranted about yesterday. Like, as soon as I finished that video, the rule changed. So, the rant is kind of outdated now. But at least it shows how stupid of a rule it was if it was changed not even a day later, if they had to announce it via email. So, yeah, that was a stupid rule. Glad they changed it. After Bible, I went to Spanish class, I believe. Yes, that's right, Spanish class. Sorry, I'm not used to this schedule, so I have to think about what order I did things in. Like last year, I had my schedule memorized down at the end of the year. I was like, I did this. Anyway, I'll get there eventually. Give me a month or two. Then we went to Spanish, but I didn't know what Spanish class it was, because my schedule said two different things. It had this certain teacher who was in this room, but it said the room number of this room. So I was like, I'm gonna go need to ask that other teacher that I asked yesterday for help again. And then she kind of helped me out. She was like, it says this teacher, so just go to that teacher. But if it's wrong, then just say something and you won't get a tardy or anything, because it's the first day of school, you're not used to it, you know, you ask me for help, you know, whatever. So I went to the other teacher and the Spanish teacher, and it was the right class, thankfully. It was really weird because her classrooms are usually like the biggest classrooms, but this classroom was rather small. I think it was for kindergartners because she had to have things like moved around, like the whiteboard had to be moved up because it was so low on the ground, so the kids can write on it. Anyway, I really like this teacher because she seemed to like back in 5-6 years ago when I had her for Spanish, I didn't really like her because I thought, oh, she's too strict. I like things easy and no working and But this year she's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me that's changed. I like her way better this year. And one thing that was really cool, which I've never heard of this, but she had like pieces of paper printed out and everybody had a name on it, and then there was like this QR code like thing. Here's my binder and here's the QR code thing. Like, and basically each way read a different way. Here, I'm not sure you can see it because it's very small, but there's A, B, C, D, I assume. I can't really see them because, you know, I'm looking upside down. It would scan it as an A, B, C, D, and she had questions on her iPad, like, I guess it was this website or app or something, and she scanned them, like, let's say, what color shirt were you wearing today? There was like blue or black, red, you know, just list. And then she scanned everyone's paper. This iPad, she just scanned it, like it went over by really fast, and it's like, whoa, this fan almost fell down, chair, and they had to like switch it the different way, and then it read it instantly. It wasn't like, here, just, no, just hold it still, move your hand, okay, wait, maybe I think it wrong. She just kind of like scanned across the room, like relatively fast. I found that really awesome. Like I know a lot of other people were probably like, this is stupid, I don't care, I just want to go home. But I thought it was awesome. Like I don't know, just something about it was cool. Anyway, that was my dog Topper, if you could hear that little bark. Anyway, for the rest of the Spanish class, we just kind of got to get to know each other, and we just went up and she gave us 5 minutes and she was like, oh, I get 2 facts about a few people. Then after that, we all sat down, and she's like, okay, who'd you get? And then, you know, everybody's like, says who they got and the facts that the other person said. And then she got to this one person, and then he goes, oh, his friend, and he got like, I don't know, a few facts. And then he looks over at me and he's like, glasses, man. Everybody started dying laughing, including me, because I don't know why, it was just funny because of the way he said it in his execution. And so, that is my name at the school, sort of. Everybody else forgot by now, probably. But I'll be considered Glasses Man. I have 2 names now: Squat Master and the Glasses Man. Just had a list of stuff on the board, and she's like, okay, ideas for teachers and ideas for students. Ideas for the teachers, like treat everyone fairly. Don't be too hard on people. Stuff like that. And the stuff for the other students were like, don't get bad grades and don't laugh at others if they have any mistakes and just stuff like that. Then that was pretty much the end of that class. And then after that, I went to math class, which is like way far out this time. And not, I mean like, whoa, cool. But I mean, far away. Because it used to be in the top right corner of the building. It was like very inside. You had to know your way around to get to it. But this time it's literally outside. Like the building is outside. There are rocks in front of the door. So went in there, and I've had this teacher for who knows how many years at this point. So she got in there and she started saying, okay, literally all of you had me, or you guys know me, so we don't need any of those introductory games or whatever. So let's go ahead. Here's a worksheet packet. So we all did worksheet packets and we were working on them. And geometry, pretty easy so far. I mean, I know it's literally the first day, but my friend from last year who had geometry was like, it's easy. So it's easy, other than Algebra 2 Honors, which was a nightmare. Anyway, after math, it wasn't too cold in my opinion, but everybody else was like, it's too cold. Wow. I want somebody to play the song on the smallest violin for me. Anyway, after that, she was like, okay, because I know all of you are complaining, we could go outside. And so we went outside, and there was just one chair right outside because we couldn't go out, like, away from that area yet. We still had to stay, like, by the room. But there was just one chair, and I've never seen this chair before. I sat in it, and it, like, went back, but it, like, bounced up. It was, like, sort of like a swing. Sorta, not really, but it was like, I don't know why, it was just so comfortable and so fun to sit in. So I hope we finish everything 10 minutes early in math every day. And then the principal was right there, and so our math teacher and the principal just got into a conversation. Then after we were there for like 5-10 minutes, we went to lunch, and lunch this year is going to be amazing because it's like 40 minutes instead of, I can't remember how long it was last year. I want to say 15-20 minutes, but I feel like it has to be longer than that, maybe 25. But this year it's like 40 minutes, and we have so much time. Like, we just sat there and it was like 1:10, and my friend just goes, Michael, and then he like has his phone and he looks at the clock. We leave at 1:40, and it was like 1:10, 1:15, somewhere around there at that point, and I was just like, no. And so I went out, opened my backpack, got my schedule, found lunch, and I was like, I'm not going to complain about this change. I'm not going to complain about being wrong, because personally I would rather a 40-minute lunch period than a 20-25-minute lunch period. So lunch is longer now, and that's great. Also, another person at the table spoiled a character death in One Piece. After lunch, I went to where one of the other people who had her class went, that teacher, the English teacher. One of my friends had her class earlier, and I was like, okay, where's her class so I don't get lost? He's like, okay, it's right over there by the math class, right outside. So I went outside, went over there. Guess what class wasn't there? Her class. So I left, and I went to the other teacher, which I keep on asking, like I'm all, hey, I know this is yet another schedule question, and I know you're probably getting annoyed. So this is going to be the last one. Where's this class? Where's this teacher's classroom? And she goes, well, she changes classrooms. She doesn't have a classroom. She floats around. But do you know where she is now so I can have her class? And then she was like, okay, she might be in the 2 rooms across from that room that you just checked. If it's not, come back, we'll get it sorted out. So I went over to those rooms. Guess what? She wasn't there. And so I was walking back, and then one of the teachers was like, Michael! And I was like, yeah? Michael, are you looking for a class? Yes, I am looking for a class. Which class are you looking for? Oh, just English 3 Honors. Oh, well, that class is right over there where the music room is, because there's no music room right there, and she doesn't have a classroom, so she's using it at this point in the day. You're the best. I mean, that last part is over-exaggerated, of course. I just said thanks. But that saved my life. And then I went over there, walked in, and the teacher was like, she had her back turned. So I just went and sat down in like the first chair that I could. And I don't know if anybody noticed that I was late. I mean, I know some students noticed, but other than that, I mean, late on the first day, I'm not gonna say it's too bad. Earlier today, 2 people were late to the Bible class, and they had to get like a slip and everything, and that was, I mean, I know you have to follow the rules, but it's day one. If I was a teacher, I'd just be like, it's day one. You probably didn't even know where this classroom was. So, here, free day. So I walked in, and she had like a little slideshow, and she was just going through. And one of the things that I noticed was like the Hogwarts crest was part of the PowerPoint. Like on one of the slides, the Hogwarts crest was there. I can't remember why it was there. I could probably check because she has all of the PowerPoints on iTunes U. And she goes, so I'm a Harry Potter fan. I am going to put Harry Potter references in anything whenever possible. And that's when I was just sitting there like, I like you already. You're gonna be an awesome teacher. That in the there's a phone basket which you have to, put your phone in at the beginning of your class each day, and then at the end you can like pick it out and leave. So that's not too big of a major gripe. It wouldn't really make a difference to me because I don't usually use my phone in class. But I could see a lot of people getting really angry about it. They're like, I don't use my phone in class. Why can't I have it? Well, if you don't use your phone in class, then it shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, then we played this Empire game. I don't think it was called Empire, but she said it was pretty much the exact same rules as Empire. Everybody had a piece of paper and they wrote down a city. And they put it in the basket and she wrote all the cities' names on the board. And every time somebody guessed a city and a person, because you had to have the city, but you had to guess who put that city down there. And if they got it right, then you have to go and you're their empire. And you don't get to guess or you don't get to do anything. And the last person who basically owns everybody, who has the largest empire, is the winner of the game, and it's the end of the game. Anyway, we played that, and it was fun. I didn't really play much because I got called out in the very beginning. I mean, I put down San Francisco. I don't really know why somebody would think that I like San Francisco, but whatever. I'm surprised that somebody got it. Like, that was the first time they called my name, and that was the first time they used San Francisco, so whatever, that's cool. Then at the very end, like, it got intense. Like, people were repeating questions because I guess they just didn't remember, and it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed playing it. I'd play it with that group again. They got really into it. Like, they were like alliances and stuff. Or that was closer to the beginning where it was like, okay, what would you put down? We can be a team. Okay. But it was fun. Anyway, then after that we got back to our seats, and I thought that was gonna be the end of the day because usually when a teacher has a game, it's the end of the day because, well, the game can take who knows how long, and just kind of run over until the class is over. Anyway, then after that, she kind of talked about iTunes U and gave us a few homework assignments that we can turn in via iTunes U/email because she doesn't like physical copies of things, which is like a godsend because I don't like physical copies of things either if I can just do it digitally and don't even have to worry about printing it and just send it as soon as I'm done with it and not have to worry about it after that. Because she's a mobile teacher, she only has like this one cart, and she said, if we didn't have to have any papers, don't give it to her because it'll just make it heavier and it'll be harder on all of us. So, thus, digital. Then after that, we were just kind of working on our homework, and after that, her timer buzzer thing kind of went off, and that was the end of school. And then I was walking out, and they changed the rules, so now we could just walk out. I was walking out, saw my friend, talk about Splatoon for a while, squad battle and stuff. He's only level 12, so what's up with that? Then I left, then I came home. Actually, I got a Starbucks before I went home. I don't have a Starbucks down in my basement. I started filming this, and I'm gonna edit it, post it, and do my homework. So, thank you all for watching. See you all tomorrow for yet another high school vlog. And thanks again for getting episode 1 to 100 views already. People get scared of numbers, and I thought that saying day 1, putting a day number in there would scare people off. Because if you see episode 37, just in your recommended, people avoid that. People get turned off by high numbers in part 382. People get turned off by that and don't want to watch it. So the fact that you guys actually still wanted to watch it anyway means a lot. Thank you all for watching. See you all tomorrow. And I don't really know what else to say, so it's August. See you all tomorrow. Also, by the way, in the middle of my English class, or sort of at the beginning, we played this, not really a game, it was more like an introduction, say your name, what kind of fruit is your favorite, and what character you would be from a TV show, or a character that you would want to be, or I don't know, character from a TV show. Can't remember what the specifics was. Anyway, what the specifics were. Anyway, my fruit was strawberry, because strawberries are awesome. My name is Michael, as you probably know. I assume. Anyway, then my character was Kevin from the Wonder Years. And, you know, nobody even knows what the Wonder Years is. They always think it's the band. She said, yeah, I like this show. Anyway, move on. And I don't know if she just said that because, or if she actually meant it, but it was awesome because nobody knows what that show is. So, it's on Netflix. Highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. Top 3 long up. It's top 3.